Hello and welcome to the Glopo class. I'm Monica and today I would be talking about Amnesty International under the case study snippet. Amnesty International can be connected to the theories of realism and liberalism, universalism and cultural relativism as well. It depends Amnesty International under what key concepts you are covering. In case if you are covering it under power, legitimacy, sovereignty, then you may use these theories. In case if you are covering it under human right, justice, liberty, then you may include these theories. The key concepts, as I said, it could be wide range from human right, justice, equality, sovereignty, power, and interdependence. So let's get started and first understand what is this Amnesty International. Amnesty International is perhaps the most prestigious international non-governmental organization. So it is a non-state actor dedicated to furthering human rights. Amnesty International is dedicated to human rights. Amnesty's campaigns and publications are quoted by political leaders, journalists, diplomats, and academics. Amnesty International mission is to undertake research and action focused on preventing and ending grave abuses of the rights to physical and mental integrity, freedom of conscience and expression, and freedom from discrimination within the context of its work to promote all human rights. That's the mission. Now let's take the two case studies of Amnesty International. Number one is Saudi Arabia's women's rights reformed, which would be connected to the unit human right, and the theory you may use liberalism or even the cultural relativism or the universalism as well. Saudi Arabian newspaper announced major reform to several laws, easing some of the major restrictions which are imposed on women as part of the country's repressive male guardianship system, where women are not given too many rights. Led by the tireless campaigning of women's rights activists, coordinated by Amnesty, the reforms will allow women the right to obtain a passport that should make it possible for them to travel without the permission of a male guardian. Isn't it good? Yes. But remember that this is not the work only of Amnesty International, but even CEDAW also has been playing an important role. What it is, just search and look for the CEDAW's thing. They also give women equal right to lead household and some family related matters. In this, we can see several campaigns that took place in the last decade, which gave the women in Saudi Arabia the opportunity to drive, ride bicycles, and do other things, which only the male population would be allowed to do. We can also see how gender segregation restrictions have eased in the country in recent years. At the same time, there are several loopholes that still raise concerns over the status of women in the country. So despite all the improvements what we see, some of the loopholes are also mentioned. For example, laws for domestic or sexual abuse are still lukewarm in practice. Divorce processes for the women are difficult and looked down upon. The Saudi Arabian government is not fully supportive of its non-state actors, although the government has eased restrictions. NGOs like the Amnesty International still work within limited rights and fundings, but they are the positive impact. The second case study is of India's ban on amnesty. The theory here could be realistic perspective. The concept could be power, legitimacy, and sovereignty. So what happened in India? Criticism of Amnesty International includes claims of selection bias, number one, as well as ideology and foreign policy bias, either against either non-Western countries or Western supported countries. In 2020, Amnesty says it was forced to hold its Indian operation due to reprisal, that is retaliation, from the government. Amnesty, this is the word, Amnesty claimed its bank's account were frozen and it was forced to lay off staff and suspended all its campaigns and research work. The Ministry of Home Affairs claimed that Amnesty violated the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act, as a significant amount of foreign money was also remitted, that means transmitted, to Amnesty India without Ministry of Home Affairs approval under FCRA. And owing to these illegal practices of Amnesty, the previous government had also rejected the repeated application of Amnesty to receive funds from overseas. This had led Amnesty to suspend its India's operation once during that period as well. What were the issues? So there were the two issues where Amnesty International happened to publish its reports against Indian government. First one was Delhi riots, where it reported that Muslims are brutally tortured during those Delhi riots, and it was taken place especially from the Delhi police. That was the first thing. Second thing was even in the Jammu Kashmir, where the Indian government was showing brutality towards the Kashmiris. Human right violation. These were the two incidences which Amnesty International happened to publish, and then eventually it was banned. There's one very interesting video. I would be sharing the link of the video in the description box below. I hope you liked Amnesty International Relations case study. Enjoy it and link it to any of the key concepts what you have in your hand. Stay safe and stay tuned.